If you have those three things and you do it constantly during your days, you create the habit. And once you create the habit, it's more easier for you to do it.
Sufficient sleep is crucial for cognitive functions such as memory, attention, and problem solving. It supports optimal brain function and enhances learning and memory consolidation.
What is the first phrase?
Sufficient sleep.
Oh, sufficiency.
Yeah, it's
Enough
crucial for
sleep, right?
cognitive. Enough sleep, yeah. Because I think it goes hand in hand with what we said before about the routine,
Yeah.
having a daily routine and going to bed at the same time, waking up at the same time, but also having enough sleep,
Yeah, but-
enough time for you to really get rested. And of course, it might be hard for you. You're in school and working. You have a daughter. You have a wife. I work a lot, but if we can try to, do that,
Have a steady routine of sleep.
steady routine and have 7 to 8 hours. I don't know. It depends a little bit on the person. For me, it's between 7 and 8 hours. Then I can function well. And that I see in my day, I am much more productive. I am less anxious about stuff, about work,
Oh,
about
definitely,
the
man.
things that I have to do. And yeah, it is, I think, a good piece of advice
Oh, me
to
too.
get a.
Me too.
I just think that we need to consider that maybe in one specific moment of your life, you might need to have less time of sleep. I think some guys that we know, kind of successful in their careers, maybe they had to sleep less for a while. And this is something that maybe when we might need to consider. I don't know, maybe if you were, for example, when I was changing my career, I'm still in the process, but for example, I had to sleep a lot less than the usual, and it was really necessary because, for example, I didn't want to cut the time with my daughter, not with my wife. And then I thought, you know what? So if I don't want to reduce or decrease the time here with the other variables, then I will need to sleep less. And then I did. I had to sleep less. I'm still sleeping less.
Game of Thrones soundtrack.
So it was necessary, but temporary, right? This is temporary.
Yeah.
So I think.
And I guess when your baby was born, was very hard to keep enough
Yeah, but it was-
sleep, right?
I think for me it was okay, but
Yeah.
but it was. But we sleep less, but it's okay. I didn't mind at all. Some people they struggle with that. For me, it's okay,
Yeah. I mean, of course,
I think it's a short time of your life, man. I think you should enjoy. So it might be funny to think this way, but
yeah, we all go through those times. But it's if we have to, then like there's no running away from it. But if you're just like your friend, you said that he was playing video games the whole day, and maybe he goes to bed very late, and he wakes up like all drowsy and sleepy, and he
Yeah.
can't function during the day. He's getting bad grades. That's where he really needs to look like to his life and be, no, I need to change this. But of course, if you have a small baby, or as you said, you're trying to change your career and you have no other time, that's different.
yeah, I mean,
But
that's
if
a
you're
decision,
just-
right? I think it's a decision that everybody makes, right? That's the decision that I made. That I didn't want to. For example, I wanted to spend time with my daughter. I didn't want to decrease the time.
Yeah.
My wife and everything. So,
But
I
of
decided,
course,
okay,
yeah.
I need to sleep less.
But of course, if you can sleep enough, then
It's a lot
you're
better,
gonna
man.
see a lot of
Definitely.
improvement in your
Yeah.
mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even sleep for some days, actually. To
Oh
be
my
honest.
God.
Yeah.
Wow. I did a few times that too for work, and
It was necessary, but it's part of life, I think.
it was, but then we realized it was a waste of time. It was not necessary because it's like we delivered the project, and then the client didn't even receive it,
Oh my.
or didn't check his or her like their email for days, and we're like, why did I spend the whole night
Man.
working, for nothing,
I think that
Sometimes we think it's gonna make a difference, and then later on you realize no, it didn't make any difference.
But it wasn't
was a
necessary at that
waste.
time because you did your best. If you
did my
hadn't
best.
done,
I think that it's not your best if you didn't sleep, right? Because in my experience, if I have like very few hours of sleep during the night and I work the other day, I'm not able to function well. I don't work as well as I would work, at least not in the same mood, right?
No.
So I need to at least sleep. I'm starting to function for around like 6.5 hours of sleep is already like enough for me to
6
do
is
what I have to
good.
do.
yeah.
But when I have like a good night of sleep where I'm feeling like, wow, this is like I'm in heaven. It's like 7 hours. Like,
7 hours.
it's already 7 hours, like a dream for me. Um, so yeah, that's different for my body at least.
Nice. Yeah. And study finds number 3. Exercise has a positive impact on mental health. Research in the Journal of Clinical Psychology in medical settings suggests that regular physical activity is associated with reduced symptoms of depression, anxiety, as well as improved overall mood.
I love doing physical activities.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan.
Are you guys
I like
having
a lot.
time for it?
No,
I organize my time. Yeah, today. Yeah, I like going. I like going.
Yeah.
it's been a while since I haven't checked on my physical conditioning.
Okay.
It's been a while.
I bought this just to help me check those kind of things. Heart
Really?
rate and the time that I spend. Yeah.
Does it work?
How my pace is. I'm still testing, but yeah. Today I tested for the first time for running, and it was good. It was interesting. But I didn't check all the data that it gives. But yeah, it was interesting. To check my progress, it's good.
It was
Yeah.
interesting because I was planning on doing some type of activity like, I don't know, playing basketball or, I don't know, running, and then right at this moment while we're recording, it's raining outside. So
is
there's
raining,
no,
yeah.
there's no
Sorry for the
conditions.
noise.
So it's like I can't really do like much. I don't unless I'm doing it at home, but it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. Today, yeah, I did a little bit of running. It was good. Only 20 minutes, but I think it was good.
No, it's
to
already good.
make
Already
my
doing
mind
something.
more focused.
Right.
Because I
I think
woke up
so.
a little drowsy, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna run and finish waking up.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It was a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think these 3 things that we talked about, daily routine, sleeping enough, sleeping
enough.
well, and physical activity, it's like the secret for a long life.
It's life changing. Without a
is.
doubt. If you have those 3 things and you do it constantly during your days, you create the habit. And once you create the habit, it's more easier for you to do it.
Mhm.
In my case, I'm starting to lose the habit of doing what I have to do because I'm not either sleeping enough or I'm, prioritizing my sleep other than doing, some push-ups, some exercises.
Mhm.